You are listening to the Wisecracker podcast.
Like with the, like when you step in a batter's box, like adjust.
Yeah, I gotta adjust everything.
Who was that?
I gotta
That
go
was,
through my idiosyncrasies.
Pedroia would undo his batting gloves. He would
Yeah, you gotta just fidget with
all
everything.
that stupid super.
Well, that's
I
what
gotta
was-
get my ass in the couch, and then I point.
I call my shot.
Like, here we go, about to do an hour.
I got
Hopefully,
all
I'm
my-
not too racist.
Got all my stupid fucking shit on my body, and I'm all comfortable. All right.
How could I be racist on the podcast if I do Ryan Howard's stance,
Very true. Did you see
which
him?
he
Did you see
stole
his
from Jim
comeback?
Thome?
Did you see his comeback with the
No,
bananas?
on the bananas.
Yeah, he struck out on 3 pitches. I thought that was like the Harlem
All in
Globetrotters,
the
and they
dirt.
weren't going to let that happen.
No, I saw Shane Victorino's
It's
at
pretty.
bat.
It's kind of real though. They do actually play more than the Globetrotters. This was like they threw the bucket and water was actually in it. It wasn't confetti he struck out.
I saw Shane Victorino's at bat, and he grounded out to second base, which was the same way he ended the 2009 series.
So they're
World
just
Series.
doing. Yeah, after Howard's strikeout, he should have run to first and torn his ACL.
I mean, we saw the Phillies just clinch the division, and it was hectic. The first, the first at bat, the player, like seemingly,
Yeah, bottom of the ninth, one win away.
yeah,
and at least champs.
They just they have Estevez in there, and the first batter swings. Estevez, Kamala. They have. It's Estevez.
Is it? I think it's Estevez.
No, because what is it?
'Cause he's got-
Charlie Sheen. What's his brother?
Charlie.
Estevez? Doesn't he
Yeah,
have a
he's
brother?
Estevez, but I think the
This is Estevez?
yeah, the little accent mark is on something else. I think.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna start calling him Sheen.
He sawed off his bat and it like hit a woman in the crowd, and I was like, ooh, like we're about to go in the locker room and pour beer on each other and jump up and down, and a woman got stabbed in the neck by a bat shard. That's a dump bummer. And then
Red October. We need a blood sacrifice.
Brandon Marsh dropped a fucking routine fly ball. Weird ending.
that was weird.
But they did it.
They did it.
And we're in.
Yeah, welcome to the official Phillies post-game show.
Yeah, I'm Tom McCarthy.
Presented
I'm
by
kind of fucked up.
Toyota.
Yeah, so John. No, I guess I'd be Croc.
Yeah, I'm Tom McCarthy.
probably Tom.
And there goes Rojas, and that's also Rojas. I'm mailing it in. I'm doing too much football. I don't know who these players are anymore.
I'm honestly, you correcting me on Estevez is very Croc. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Kamala, Estevez, you know all these fucking names. Croc. Last week tonight did a segment on John Croc of like, here are the weird things Phillies announcer John Croc says, and John Croc's just like, yeah, you know, why would you want to have gay sex? And here comes the 3-2 pitch.
Women are right there, Tom. I don't get it.
We're on a road trip in San Diego back in '94, and you know that's the first time I saw a gay guy.
I don't know how to use these computers, Tom. Also, 2 men together?
What? Since when did the slur become the sweeper? And I don't not like Kamala because she's a woman. I don't like her because she's a black woman. All right, Crook, and then Mike Schmidt's in the booth being like,
Yeah, back when I played, a woman was a woman and a man was a man.
and Crook and Tom McCarthy's drunk.
I don't think Tom McCarthy's been drunk.
He got big. That's the only reason why I think
I chalk it up to his very busy schedule. This guy's working real hard.
Yeah,
he's doing college football now. He's traveling. What do you do when you travel? You eat like junk.
You drink
Also-
at the hotel.
But then, yeah, he is hanging out with John Croc, who seems to like to put a couple flights back while he's
Yingling
working.
flights. I have been doing the airport beer, unfortunately, and now I'm hooked on beer.
Getting a
but at
beer
the
at the
airport,
airport.
I think I might have a problem. But for airport, but just at the airport.
I'm an alcoholic at the airport.
At the airport. which is actually
I can't help
arguably
myself
the
from
worst
drinking, and there are
place.
consequences at the airport.
Yeah.
Outside the airport.
Yeah, it's ruining my life financially. Yeah, I spent like $60 at the airport coming to a bachelor party because I wanted to catch up because I was coming in like at 11 on a Saturday. They had already been there.
That like you gotta, because you would have then landed and shown up sober to a day where everyone had been drinking.
Yeah, everyone
all
would have
day.
been like, "Oh, you don't drink." I'm like,
Yeah,
"No,
so
I
that-
do."
I
So
do. I
had
was
to-
just on the
gotta-
plane.
I got a good buzz on it right now. But then my fucking very nice Jamaican Uber driver just did not know. I had to give him directions in Sea Isle. I don't know where the fuck I am. I'm like, go to the beach.
Not the app.
Drive to the
giving-
beach. No, he like just like put it in wrong. I don't know. His phone wasn't working. So the buzz went right. But then like coming out, my flight got delayed. And it's like, it's really not, it's like, I'm not complaining. Like it is nice to like sit down at a bar at your gate and then have like, you know, 3 $12 Yinglings while you're watching. Well, the DirecTV didn't get.
Did you continue drinking on the plane?
No, I've never had a drop on the plane.
Yeah, no, I got free booze from a flight attendant once. A woman.
Yeah.
A woman, Tom. This was a woman.
A steward.
Yeah. But they made it weird to buy stuff on the plane. You got to like download the app and put your card into it and stuff. And
yeah,
I don't know how to use these computers, Tom.
I'll give you $10 cash if you get your sweet little fat fucking ass in the back. Pull me a nice lukewarm Bud Light.
What?
Bring it back here, crack it open, do the thing where you push the tab in. I spent time with Ian again, and so I'm back on
Ripping the top off the cans.
I don't even rip it off.
Flow.
It's the move where you stick it in the hole and then you push, and then everyone's like, "You're gonna cut your hands." Like I've been doing this for 10 years. I've never cut my hand once.
It's okay. I've had a couple drinks. Remember they used to have the double tab can?
Yeah, I loved all that shit. All the cool beer stuff ended once I became old enough to drink. Like the Miller Lite Vortex bottle,
right?
The Coors Light tab that it would go in, and then you'd get better flow because air comes in.
Beer
comes
technology
out.
is really stalled.
Air goes in, beer comes
they
out.
invented light beer so I could drink faster.
Yeah.
They invented the Vortex can so that I could drink even faster.
They put lime in Bud Light because I don't like the taste of beer because I'm
like
16.
the taste of beer, so I can drink faster.
Yeah. Nah, they fucked
Then
us.
Obama became president.
They fucked us in the ass. Is that Michelle? Did she ruin cool beer?
Yeah.
Or is it just because like capitalism is limping along?
She blamed what she did on those P. Diddy tapes on the amount she had been drinking fast. She's like, people are drinking too fast. Make Count Chocula illegal and make beer bad and ruined.
I saw Count Chocula at the store this week, and they only had Blueberry and the strawberry one.
No Count Chocula?
No, I didn't see any.
Count Chocula is in
Because
stores.
they're getting rid of the black man in America. They're trying
Oh,
to fade
very
him out.
true.
Bring in the ghost.
They
Ku
put
Klux
a
Klan.
Ku
They
Klux
put a
Klan member.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? And that's real. That's Kellogg's. They're trying to get you fat, and they're getting rid of the black mascots.
Kellogg's wouldn't do anything to hurt me.
They-
Me? I'm an American. Why would Kellogg's hurt me? I'm an American.
They actually are getting rid of the black mascots. That's something that you can actually say. They took Aunt Jemima off the bottle. They took Uncle Ben off the rice.
Right.
I don't know why I'm talking like that, but that's how I feel like you should talk when you're talking about how they're removing the black icons. What's next? They're going to take Lincoln, a black president, off the penny? Yeah. Isn't that a thing? Don't black Israelites think that Lincoln's black? Or am I thinking of Babe Ruth? Because I was a big
I think they're both.
Babe
They're
Ruth is
both black.
Yeah.
And Shakespeare was black. And
Well, Shakespeare wasn't real or something. I don't know.
that, I mean,
I can't keep up with all the conspiracy theories. For those listening, we have The Real Anthony Fauci by Robert F. Kennedy. Republican, apparently. Robert F. Kennedy sitting on the thing. Tony Robbins.
Man of
No, I'm thinking of Tim Robbins.
principle.
I thought Tim Robbins had a quote. As a trial lawyer, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has taken on the world's most powerful corporations and held them accountable.
Interesting.
Oh, we got a Tucker. We got a Tucker quote on here.
Oh, that's his job. He's a lawyer. I thought he just banged women journalists.
Yeah.
Do you know he didn't actually
comedic
bang? Did you hear about that? There was some reporter.
A sex scandal?
Yeah.
I don't care about any sex scandal.
No, but apparently they didn't even have sex. She was just sending him like nudes, and he wasn't even responding.
Yeah, just ghosting her. Yeah, anything that ever comes out about anyone that I like, I ignore it and end up being correct. So just ignore it.
Doesn't really matter.
No.
And it won't matter.
No, like they're making that movie with Sebastian Stan.
Clear eyes, full heart, empty mind. Can't.
What's it called? The Apprentice. I'm like, well,
yeah.
I liked the TV show. I don't like when they turn things into movies.
I just don't see how they're gonna make a cool guy look not cool.
Yeah, everything I see from it is like, oh, he's young and he's learning. It's like Joker. They're trying to make Joker, except for Trump. They're like, well, off the success of Joker and then also off the success of Trump, what if we combine? Like, they're literally just like, what should we do? Well, we're gonna make Game of Thrones, but it's the Super Bowl. Like, they're just combining two popular things. The
two biggest ratings.
The two most popular things, Trump and Joker. And they're just like, what if it's a gritty 70s New York City and there's this guy who's misunderstood and a loner and you know,
is Ivana fake?
And he's in court. Yeah, Ivana's not real. No, what's actually not real is that the women that have allegations. But yeah, all that. Hollywood's
nothing about that in the book.
Hollywood's hurting right now. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah,
it's really bad.
It's weird because they made every correct decision.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're losers. They're losers, and I'm one of them. They're losers that I have agreed to hop on board with, and now the ship is sinking.
Hook my wagon to this.
But I can swim. Everyone told me that I shouldn't learn how to swim, but I did. I learned how to swim. I learned how to code.
I'm sneaking on the Titanic.
Yeah, I'm getting in there. And not with the pores. Ew. No. I am up there with the riches. I'm wearing my fucking tuxedo shirt. All the rich people, all the Rockefellers or whatever, they're like, that's a funny fuck. Imagine wearing a tuxedo shirt. If I had to time travel, I would wear a tuxedo shirt.
Is that how you'd reveal yourself to be a time traveler?
People would think that's unbelievably funny. The first person, like if you wore a tuxedo shirt, like in the 30s, people would fucking like.
Yeah, when do you think tuxedo shirt came about?
Well, that cloth that Christ was buried in, that has like
the shroud
of
Turin.
Yeah, it has like his negative on it. You can see that he's wearing a tuxedo shirt.
The part. Yeah, they kind of cut it off. Yeah. Well, they divided it up amongst many churches.
If you don't know about that and you're not a Christian, do your fucking research. There's literally a picture of Christ. Like,
and he's a black man.
Yeah, and I gotta say, he was Jesus, but he had a Jesus piece on.
I would guess 80s for tuxedo shirt.
Yeah, 80s, 90s.
But I could be shocked. Maybe there's pictures from the past.
I would love to look.
Have you ever seen those, like,
the origin?
We found a time traveler, and it'll be like a picture of the New York streets in like 1912.
Yeah,
and it looks like a guy's on his cell phone or something.
Yeah.
But really, he's just probably holding up a piece of arugula to his ears.
Yeah, just a dumb Italian guy.
Yeah, he's just like, he like grabbed horse shit off the ground and stuck it up.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this guy, he's using an iPhone.
He probably had like a fucking toothache, and that's how you cured it back then.
Right.
Just rub fucking horse
It's a brick of lead, and he's just rubbing lead all over his face.
Yeah.
Oh, some good healing lead from my doctor.
Yeah, he just walked out of the dentist, and now he's got the lead, the healing lead.
Oh, I drank all that mercury, and I still feel terrible. I gotta rub some lead on my face.
I saw one like that.
But yeah, what if there was a guy with like it's like a Civil War scene, and the guy's wearing a tuxedo t-shirt. At Appomattox Courthouse.
Yeah,
he's doing bunny ears, and he's wearing the tuxedo t-shirt.
I saw one that was like filmed with like a vintage video camera, and it was like a Japanese reporter that is like he had an iPhone in the 80s. And it's like, that's crazy. It's a time traveler must have left it there. Like, just like bullshit. But I think it is real. And and the thing is that they had them. In Japan, they've had iPhones for a while. Yeah. Maybe not iPhones,
I do think people underrate like the amount of devices that did exist. Yeah. Like people were even carrying around Walkman and
like
stuff. Like
Palm Pilot?
Yeah.
Like that was around like the early 2000s.
Yeah, so I don't... What was the other weird one
They were
I
making
saw?
phone calls in the plane on 9/11.
Right.
And people now look back and they're like, this is fake because you can't do that now. It's like, there's a lot of things.
Something the lady said.
Wait a second. I was watching a news report where people could go outside and walk to their grocery store in any major American city without getting stabbed and raped. This must be fake. It's like, no, well, just back then you could do that. You wouldn't get your head cut off. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. That's not true. That's not how it is.
As the future becomes more barbaric, are people going to look in the photos from the past and stuff like, look, they're beating this person to death with rocks. This was from the future. They didn't have that technology back then.
Isn't that an Einstein
No, everything's
quote?
going to be better.
That's the Einstein quote where it's like, World War IV will be fought with rocks and sticks. No, it won't. It'll probably be guns again.
He said,
what the fuck are you talking about, asshole? Let me do the math
He
here.
said the next sex will be straight, but World War IV will be fought with gay sex.
Like, all right, Mr. Math and stats and trends. World War I, what was that fought with? Guns and fucking planes and shit.
And
World
horses.
War II? What
And
was that
horses.
fucking fought with? Guns and planes and shit. World War III will probably be fought with guns and planes and shit. And then we're like,
Some would say it's being fought.
the nukes will make it so that we are like, no, it won't.
I think World War III will be fought and may be currently being fought with something that...
No.
Just kidding, YouTube.
Speaking of which, though, I was at that big building in by Koreatown. Might be South Hollywood. I don't know. Is it South Hollywood a thing?
I don't know if I've heard anyone say
I don't
South
think anyone's
Hollywood.
ever said that. Well, time to buy up some real estate there and redistrict it. But it was that fucking, what's it called? Harbor building. It's honestly pretty cool.
The Harbor building?
On the outside.
The Bryce Harper building.
No, it's Harbor, like Harbor Freight. And I had an audition there today, and it was for Indeed. But the thing shoots in Prague this month, like in October. And
Why?
I don't want to book it because it's Red October.
Why? I
want to be celebrating Red October in America, not in Russia or whatever I'll have to do.
How come it's for American jobs, right? Why are they doing
shipping it off to Prague? I don't know. I'm genuinely, it is like, do I really, like, I don't believe in any of this, but it does seem like we're pretty close to a war in Europe, and I don't necessarily want to film a commercial in Poland, basically.
Is it uploading your military resumes to Indeed?
Well, it's Czech Republic, which to me sounds like a scary place, like Russia, kind of. And I think Poland and the Czech Republic should switch. That's just my opinion.
Just an even swap?
I think it should be, I think Czech Republic, because Poland to me is more like Germany.
There was another guy who felt that.
I don't want to step on a landmine. I'm not saying Poland should be Germany. It just, do you know what I mean? Like Russia, Ukraine, Czech Republic.
There's another guy who thinks
Poland.
that Ukraine is like Russia.
Yeah,
Should be
fuck.
part
I
of
guess
it.
maybe this is where I am at, where the names, it's just the names. I don't even know anything about, I don't know Prague. I've never been to Prague. But everyone I know is in fucking Europe right now on like vacation or a bachelor party.
Well, you got to get it in.
If I could go there for work, make a couple G's, come back stacked up.
I still don't understand why an Indeed commercial needs to film
Dude,
on
same
location
fucking
in a
thing
different
I was
country.
just saying. It's because Hollywood is.
Don't they have green screen
in
technology?
hell. No, it's an office commercial. We're in an
You're
office.
in an office?
Yeah, and it has to shoot in Prague. That's how fucked.
Do we not have offices here anymore?
Well, honestly, no. Like, I don't think maybe.
I know I can only speak for Los Angeles. In downtown LA, the offices are completely filled with squatters. It's
or
just
they're
a giant squatter
abandoned.
tower.
Yeah, like they're just the office buildings in the only people in LA that go to the office are like, I got to go down to downtown LA to the office that I work at, and by work at I mean I'm gonna base jump with a parachute outside after I tag every floor with my gang thing. My gang thing. I mean, that's what they call it. But yeah, like the fucking
when I
Coors
show
Light
off
commercial
for my
shot
friends
in,
who are guys.
It shot in South America.
Yeah, that was a
Coors
weird one
Light
too.
commercial where like the train busts through the. That's fine. I'm sure that's fine. I kind of want the breeze, if I'm being honest.
You do?
Because I'll get hot. The Coors Light train must fucking live in Africa or something. Like, why does this have to shoot in Africa?
I'm still talking.
Not that I have any problem with like giving African PAs jobs. Like that's not why I don't understand why like they're having auditions in LA. There's an LA company and then we have to go to fucking Prague or Africa.
Yeah, why aren't they? It's an English commercial.
As far as I know, unless maybe like in Prague they still know what it means to like work for a living. Don't they take naps over there and shit? Like, isn't that
I feel like all of Europe takes like half the summer off.
Yeah, they were always just napping.
Something.
They're so fucking proud of their naps and shit. Like, we don't even have to work that hard. And then they're like, oh no, we're getting invaded by the guys that work hard. That's what's happening to us now.
Why don't we have the bomb? Let's take a nap.
Like legitimately, it's like, I don't want to have to go into the office. I just want to have my apartment paid for by the government. What? My apartment's being taken over by people that want my apartment more, and they happen to be Haitian migrants? Like, that's on you. You got to fucking work every day to want it to get what you want.
Don't rest.
The gym is too crowded midday now.
Through the season. Your gym seems like it's always crowded.
Yeah, well, it's the best gym in LA.
It might be.
I'm gonna gatekeep it too. I'm not telling people where that is.
It's
no, seriously,
the one under a motel in Hollywood that has a picture of a naked guy.
It's the Equinox in Beverly Hills, which I've been to, and it sucked, and the people were ugly. That's the problem with LA. It is the upper middle tier people. How do I explain this?
Rank the people.
There are people in LA they don't even really, and I love everyone, but they don't really even resemble humans. They crawl out of the sewer in the middle of the night and they scurry across the freeway to, collect street cones that they will, bring back down into the sewer and build a dam so that we don't have any water. And then there are people that are just kind of regular, like LA natives, just kind of here, rent controlled, having a good time, living in the city that they love and that they're from. And they look bad, but it's fine. And then you have the people that move here. They're probably not going to be here forever because you can't afford it. Maybe they went to college here, and they're and I'm talking about men and women. They're extremely gorgeous. They're transplants. They were the best looking people in their high school, and then they came here, and now they're like, "Oh, I have a pretty good job. I make good money, but I am living below the LA poverty line." And
which is $1 million a year.
I am 27, and I'll probably be on next season of The Bachelor.
Oh boy, if The Bachelor hits.
But those are the people that are just here chilling. The thing with LA is that it does have like an upper crust of people that like they drive the expensive cars and they live in the big houses and they, go to the expensive restaurants and work out at the expensive like exclusive gyms, and they're all hideous inside and out. Like they look really bad. And it's weird because it's honestly maybe a bell curve, which, I don't know much about, but I would say you have the rat people that scurry out of the sewer to come up and, I guess, like eat the road signs And then they go down, and then you have the regular, like the middle.
They eat the freeway exit signs, I gotta say, because they're gone. I was doing more driving around here than I usually do, and there's just like no signs sometimes for what you're supposed to be doing.
But you know what I mean? Like
they're eaten
you look at
by
some
the
of these
rat
people stepping out of Equinox in Beverly Hills to get into their $250,000 car, and they don't resemble people, just like how the swamp. I don't even know what to call the forgotten and the damned of Los Angeles.
Right. The like the mole people.
Oh, it's unhoused.
Oh, right.
And so that's how you know it's not like a class thing for me. It's just there's beauty and there's ugly. and it's undeniable that I know everyone that lives in LA would agree with this. Unless maybe this some liberal.
What's your Karen Bass?
There are like people in LA that are like, I would say the most successful people. And I'm not talking about like actors or anyone, like people that get paid to be hot. I'm talking about people that are like, they are here, they're
queer, they're used to it.
They're like they're adults and they are just hideous. They're hideous people. And they've gotten a lot of work done and they don't look good.
Yeah, see, that's the real one, is when people are constantly changing
that's what
their
I mean.
face.
It's that
working.
they're like they want to be the 22 UCLA student, but they're not, and they are 50. Honestly, they're like 49. Like some of these people, like if they're getting work done, the people that got work done in the 90s, they really look bad.
There's also an issue, I think, where even if you got good work done on your face when you were 35 to look 25, and you chose to try to look like someone who doesn't look like you, even if they got it right, it doesn't account for aging. And now you're going to have to like figure something else out. It's like your face spreads apart and whatever.
I'm all for getting rid of features that you hate. Like if you genuinely look in the mirror and you're like, I hate myself.
I hate my left
hair.
leg. It must be removed.
I forgot about that phantom limb, or no, it's not. It's alien limb.
Phantom limb.
Phantom limb.
Phantom limb is when you
get
feel
off.
it after it's gone.
Yeah.
This was a thing where this crazy.
Phantom limb would be. No, hold on. Phantom limb would be kind of cool for if you were a guy with like you like George Bush got on the TV in 2002, and you're like, I will die for you, actually, and then you went over and got your arm exploded, and it would be kind of cool to have a phantom limb and just be able to like just always be touching your like balls just in public. Like you could just be like,
like
and
this. Do you feel the other? I feel like
I'm not
it's just more
actually
of like
fondling my cock
it just
and
feels like you have
balls.
like nerve damage or something, right? Or can you?
No,
if I touch myself with my phantom
you can like
limb,
have,
I
you
feel
can like
it,
have your nub down by your nub,
and it's like I feel my hand
you still feel
like fondling. It's like, oh, what's that guy doing?
Yeah.
Well, his nub is just near the top of his pants, but his hand is not down his pants.
just
but he
at the
doesn't have a
strip
hand.
club in a wheelchair.
Unless
You have no arm.
he has a phantom hand.
You have one arm and no legs and a phantom hand, and you're at the strip club. Just no NH.
I'm touching
NHCing.
myself with every limb, but they don't know.
They're like, is he NHCing?
Are you allowed to?
Are you allowed to NHC at the club?
Are you
At the
allowed?
club? Yeah, of course you are. It's your right as an American. Yeah, are you allowed to come around people?
Oh yeah, I mean you are, but I just mean like, are you allowed to do anything to?
Or is that public
Do
indecency?
they just immediately throw you out?
Like if you went inside of, if you were at, like you're not allowed to like pee and S yourself in like a public park, right?
Seems like people are doing
mean,
it every single day.
I mean, if you're coming out of the sewer to eat the highway signs, then maybe. But are you allowed to just like be sitting in a Starbucks and just be like, oh,
that's for coming.
NHC with your nub? Just phantom live NHCing?
I would ask the guy to move from my business.
Yeah, I'd be
But-
like, sir, thank you for your service, but you're clearly NHCing.
Can you
All in your
please
pants?
take this to not my place? Can you please?
Can you take this to one of the
First of all-
Starbucks at the end of the street? Can you take this to the next Starbucks,
First
actually?
of all, I want to say thank you for your service, and you are a hero, and I appreciate everything you've done for me and
patting him
my
on the
freedoms. But also, I can tell that even me saying this
Yeah.
is making you come, and I can't have that around.
Yeah, sure. All right. I'm done anyway. Can you help me back into my chair? I cummed so I know hands cummed so hard that I fell backwards. I I forgot to put the brakes on my chair, and but yeah. What else?
Oh man, both of those things we were talking about reminded me of things that are not. I'm not going to talk about either of them.
All right.
Never mind.
Cool.
Okay, I'll talk about this one. One time talking about like.
Oh wait, we got hats.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's talk about that
We
instead.
got hats. That's cool. We can probably talk about that for 5 minutes. It's cool to have drip. It's like when you win the division and they hand out the hats.
Right. Yeah, these are our special
So
division.
we got to
hats.
get 2024 division champs on the side, and then we also have to get a Trump hand on
hands-free
Harris.
Hands-free Comer podcast.
From what I know, you get the Cow and Hobbs peeing on whatever. I bought you a sticker of Trump peeing on Biden.
Are we allowed to make fun of Trump peeing on stuff?
Well, from what I hear,
passed?
he would like it
Since
if
that
people were peeing
national
on
tragedy.
him. People would like it if they peed on him, Tucker. Going to Charlie Kirk, like rally, whatever
Charlie
he does. Yeah, Charlie Estevez. Charlie Kirk at like a college campus, and you go up to his little tent, and you're just like, well, Trump would actually like it if people peed on him. I'm sorry, I do not follow what's the point of what you're saying? Yeah, that's what I thought. Trump would actually like it if people were peeing on him. Charlie. I did watch I watched like a 30-minute thing of Jubilee. Do you know that YouTube channel?
No.
They just like have these things where they line up a bunch of people, and then they have one person of like all different races and being like, rank them in order. And it's like, it's a social experiment.
Yeah. I've seen the one where they were like, is that the one where they like rank everyone by like IQ, and then they'll take the IQ test, or like,
rank these fat women by attractiveness.
Who has the most to least diabetes indicators in their blood work?
There's that one where they're like, they have a bunch of people with Down syndrome lined up, and then they have like neutral, offensive, very offensive, neutral, not offensive, very much not offensive, or something. And they're like using the word retard, and half of them, like, they just kind of, it's like a spray chart. They all go to different, there's like 7 of them. They all go to different areas. And, they start talking. They're like, why is that word offensive? And it's like, well, because it's a word people use for us. And then they are also using it as an insult. And, so I don't like that. It makes me feel bad. And they're like, very good. And then they give them a lollipop. And then they go on to the next one.
What a smart answer. You're such a special guy.
And he's like, well, why do you think it's not offensive? And he's like, I think it is offensive. Like, well, you're standing on the not offensive. He's like, oh. Like, fuck, you're not doing yourself any favors with that one, buddy. But this one was Charlie Kirk. Just like, this is a crazy YouTube channel. Like, this is like a fucking post-civilization. World War IV is not being fought with, or it's going to be fought with sticks and stones. It feels like it's like, this is the end of the world, and this is a weird, like, Squid Game, except, only half the people are Asian.
and they aren't even actually Asian.
They had Charlie Kirk. It was a video where Charlie Kirk, who's like a I don't know if he's a libertarian. He's like a very conservative,
He's turning point. You are gay.
Yeah, turning point. You are gay. And he's in the center of a circle, and it's like Charlie Kirk takes on. Charlie Kirk gets fucked by 25 college liberals. But it's like he debates. There's like a circle.
If being trans is real, why do they still feel the phantom penis?
Of 25 angry 21-year-olds. And they're just like ready to debate him. and they have to race to the chair to like debate him.
I guess that's kind of funny.
And
that's a new twist on this sort of stupid, like,
it was an entertaining
debate
thing.
me.
He dominated too. Like, you got to give it to him. He looks weird and he's kind of a dork, but he's good. He's got a lot of stuff in there. Like, he can
You
pull
lost
out,
to me? What did he think the word was offensive? Or
Yeah,
oh, no, that's also just how his head looks.
You're allowed. I think you should be allowed to say anything.
Very
but like
good,
they had to,
Charlie.
They had to race to the chair to like debate him, and he was immediately like, "This is kind of ableist." I was like, "Oh, damn, he's off to a good fucking start." Like, oh, you want to debate me? You have to be able to race to the chair first to be able to sit down and debate me. Mm-hmm. And then it was funny too, because like some of the people, none of them were smart, but like some of them were like,
well, they're college kids.
they're all literally like, they were like very much like brainwashed college kids. And as I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, get him, Charlie. Everything you're saying is right, and everything you're saying is wrong. But like,
Charlie Kirk is
you
fighting
know
for
how they
me.
talk. Like, they're just like, they're not there. And but like some of the, there were like, people. A few of them were actually good at debating, and he would like shake their hand. And they'd be like, "Yeah, he's got a lot of potential." And then there's someone who's like, "Your daughter, I hope she fucking escapes from you and you die." And he just has to be like, "Yeah."
Do you think those things are actually like a recruiting event to get the next generation of people who become Charlie Kirk? Like, if you debate him and you do
like
okay,
make a Sith.
Is then like, Ben Shapiro's off stage and he's like, "Hey, like, let's sign you up for this
Well, he
program."
doesn't have to be rubbing his hands.
Yeah, no, there's no. He's got a sign-up sheet and a pen. Why would he have to be rubbing his hands? His hands are full.
This Jubilee experiment is happening, and Ben Shapiro's in the shadows off stage.
His phantom hands are full. Oh, a guy with no hands jerking off a phantom dick. Maybe.
But now it was
Too
funny because they
crude.
would
Gotta clean it up. My mouth has been dirty on this one, and I want to apologize.
They would get like flags to like, and there's 25 of them, and there was a rule where if 11 people raised the red flag, the person would have to stop talking and they'd have to switch. Like it was another person's chance.
Like, from the mob of people who want to debate.
Yeah, and it was funny because there were some people where you could tell like he would talk about like the second like question that you'd have 10 minutes to debate on. He was like, Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, and everyone's like, all right, I'm racing that chair. And they would get someone like to touch the chair,
sit out, and then everybody runs.
and then they race the chair.
It's like the movie game.
And,
I know this one. She is black, actually.
It's a book about having gay sex in an elementary school library.
I have something to say.
Yeah, it's like a pool game. But it did kind of feel like a game. And, the people would like, sometimes like the first question was like, it was something about abortion, and
Cool.
yeah, real fun, starting off with a bang. And this kid sat down and she was like, well, I'm a Catholic, and I am pro-life, but, and then everyone immediately, it was like, she doesn't even get a chance to talk. And then they talk about like Kamala is a DEI hire, which Charlie got some good points about. And they would let the black women talk and go, even though they were like, getting buried by the Kirkman, the Kirkster.
Kirkmeister.
The Kirkmeister was burying them, and they would be like, "Well, we can't just be like, no, I'm a white 20-year-old. I have to actually
Interesting.
correct them." So there was a little bit.
So
of
in
that.
a way, they did them a disservice. By
Yeah, they let them
crash
fucking
and burn.
fry up there because
But you can't
Charlie
interrupt
Kirk
her when she's
literally is like, he makes his living by being good at debating. And then there was one guy who was like, you're a grifter that just debates dumb we're stupid, we're dumb college kids, and you like bait us into talking.
Yeah,
to
how
you,
old is Charlie
and you're
Kirk?
smart
30?
ass. No, I think he's like my age. So yeah, like 30. I don't know. We're like the same.
How old
guy.
is he? Like 16, 17? How old is Charlie Kirk?
I think he might be like 25 actually.
13, 12, 13?
Conservatives look old though. I think it's just because they like
They
have,
all
like the
these
slick hair
guys
and the
who
suit.
become like the media personalities seem to look both
they always,
old and young at the same time.
Well, it's like they have like a baby face, but then like
an aged
like
baby
wrinkles.
face.
Yeah. I think it's because there's so much power in their brain that their body
they have so
is
much
not,
knowledge.
Yeah.
That
We got to get Charlie on a skincare routine. But yeah, so I watched that whole fucking thing yesterday because I was sad.
Well, then that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I guess I'm glad those are still around. The classic debate me at a college campus video.
I think it's important. I heard I was listening to another conservative podcast because that's what I've listened to every single Tucker Carlson podcast in the past month.
Hey, someone put out better content, or I'm just gonna listen to Tucker. I'll do it. I'll do it, man. I swear.
I'll tell you what. If the Eagles don't figure out their fucking offense, I'm gonna stop watching those games, and I'm going to watch the live streams of the Trump rallies in North Carolina. Like it's just has what it's. The movies are bad.
I've been watching The Shield. Put out a show half as good as The Shield, and I'll stop watching Tucker Carlson's content. Yeah. Shield's pretty good. I'm only like halfway through the first season, but it's already pretty solid.
Halfway through the first season, I thought you just started watching it.
I don't think I'm like 4 episodes. I don't know how. We just did a lot of big reveals. His son has autism. The black guy is gay.
When did the first season come out?
I don't know, 2003 maybe.
That's time travel shit, man. Autism and gay black. How did they know that was going to be the only thing?
Weird.
That's
we didn't
time
have
travel.
either of those things until Obama.
Yeah. That's exactly what we were just talking
Obama
about.
invented both by doing the and also being himself.
That's time travel.
Very true.
Damn, The Shield.
Yeah, when did The Shield come out?
And they're all like, it's like, what's that? iPhone.
They're using cell phone?
Because it's a sci-fi.
He's in LA too? No one was in LA until 2 years ago when I moved here.
For those of you that don't know, The Shield is a sci-fi police drama in LA where it's like, oh, iPhones actually were invented because they had them in The Shield.
Yeah,
like
Shield.
Star Trek.
Yeah, The Shield takes place. He's part of The Shield. Michael Chiklis is the captain of the Enterprise, and they're always going to different galaxies and beating up Mexicans and using slurs.
But the Shield is their LA cops, right?
Yeah, they're LA cops.
You and Luke tried to get me into...
He's a special unit. Sometimes they gotta, go in an area that's outside the law. But
yes, like South Hollywood.
But at the end of the day, he gets the job done, and I don't know. I appreciate the results as an LA resident myself. I'm glad Vince Mackey. Also, the guy's name is Mackey. How evil could he be? He is bald, though. I guess those cancel out.
Yeah, you need someone with hair. Is he white?
I need he's very white.
Yeah, you can't be white with no hair. I decided
they address it in the show a little bit.
That you can't be white with no hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think black guys look good bald, but whites with no hair, it's not a good look. Unless you're like
skinheads ruined it, maybe.
Yeah.
And,
Steve Austin,
and Mr. Clean.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Clean.
Yeah, you know what?
It.
I changed my mind. If you have like a beard, you can do it. You got a good playoff beard.
Yeah.
I'm growing out my beard. I don't like the way it makes me feel or look.
I feel real.
I want to get
surgery.
I want to get surgery to get my beard removed and go to Equinox. But yeah, I feel like I'm on the wrong end of the bell curve right now in terms of looks for people in LA. I want to be right in the middle.
The rich plastic surgery end or the mole people end?
Like, I want to be the people that get kidnapped to be at a P. Diddy party, not the people that are attending there. Because Matt sent me an Instagram reel of a basketball court in P. Diddy's house, and he has 2 full-size.
I'm going to have to fact check you there, John Kruk.
He has beds. He has beds.
That's not P. Diddy's house, I learned.
No?
Yeah, it's something in one of the casinos down there. It's a room you can rent out because, I saw that video.
Oh,
too.
So it's just it's a room. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was the thing.
That's fucking crazy to have beds.
I thought it was like a special room in P. Diddy's house where you got to have sex with an entire basketball team, but actually it's a room in like one of the East Florida casinos has that, I think. Okay. Where you go to the casino and you get this room and then you have sex with 5 black guys.
There's nothing less appealing to me than a bed on a basketball court. Maybe a bed at a public pool I wouldn't want to go in.
Like floating in it?
But that's, that's
nice.
it would just be
though.
nasty. It would be a nasty, wet, sweaty bed.
You're assuming that people are playing basketball and then jumping right into
assuming.
bed?
Yeah, it's the type of thing. Honestly, you know what?
I think they're just using the bed to jump off of.
The amount of people that I
touch
knew
rim.
that had Nerf hoops in their bedroom, maybe this is actually good.
Yeah, it's one step up.
Yeah, the
from
bed. It's just a bedroom with a basketball court. I'm looking at it. If I'm looking at it backwards, I was looking at it as a basketball court with beds in it, and the reality is that it's a bedroom with a basketball court in it. And for that, I agree with P Diddy. What does the P stand for? Pedophile? No, I don't want to. I want to be front line.
A guy named himself Puffy.
Puff Daddy.
Just doesn't seem.
He's changed his name so much too. Is that like a tax thing or a?
There's always something I didn't care for about this guy.
Yeah, I didn't like his commercials where he was selling that fucking Grey Goose shit. They gotta send that back. Wasn't that his thing? Wasn't Grey Goose his?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that stuff sucks. And his songs weren't very good.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah,
It feels like that's the top thing people talk about on the street, though.
Is P Diddy.
Yeah, like anytime I see
Yeah.
more than like 3 or 4 guys standing around.
Yeah, P Diddy's the
they're
main
talking
thing
about
happening
P.
right
Diddy.
now. Until the next Trump attempt.
Yeah, then that'll.
I like saying that like one word, Trump attempt. I think P Diddy is going to be the thing that everyone's talking about for the next week and a half. Because he's in jail now, right? No bail. Kamala would not give him bail.
Has he's been arrested?
Yeah, I think he's in prison right now. Because there was that video of him like chilling at Central Park, drinking rosé, throwing the frisbee around.
None of that anymore.
The Great Lawn. Yeah. He's going to be...
People were talking about it
He's
like
gonna be-
online
he's gonna
and
be getting
stuff
thrown around
in a
in
way where
prison.
it's like, oh, and this is going to bring everything down. They got P. Diddy, and now it's like, even the Jeffrey Epstein stuff led to nothing.
His name's Sean Combs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why he changed his name 40 times to get away from that.
Sean combs his fingers through Bieber's hair.
Yeah, Bieber's probably really upset. They were like best friends.
I guess. I wouldn't do that to my friend.
No.
Allegedly.
No, I probably if I had the power and the pull, the social pull that Sean P. Diddy Combs has, I don't think I would skip doing all the bad stuff he's done. I think there's nothing a person can say or do because you aren't in that position, and likely I never will be. We'll see. I might do a couple more commercials and be able to have a basketball court in my bedroom. But if that happens, I take enough trips to Prague to do enough Slim Jim commercials.
Is that why they shoot these things internationally?
God, that would suck to show up in fuck it, Indeed commercial. And they show up and they're like, so yeah, it's like The Office and you play the fucking dork that is a loser because you are you. And I think that's what it is. And I show up and I'm like, hold on, why is there a bed in this office? Oh, fuck, there's a Diddy commercial.
No. Wait, why is this shooting in a country that doesn't extradite sex criminals to the United States? Oh, no.
I would do a whole campaign if Diddy gave me if the price is right, I'd do pretty much anything. And that's what it takes to be a Hollywood man.
You know the real guys who have it tough?
I wore
I'm
a fucking
figuring
Yankees
now,
hat for TV. I'm a slut. I'll fucking do anything.
Imagine the poor guy who he's born probably to a single mom, probably, in a bad situation. All he wants to do is to be a rapper.
Yeah.
But he happens to be straight.
Yeah, that would be tough.
That would be really tough.
That would be tough. Drake, Meek Mill, P. Diddy. Crazy. It's got to be good. gotta be pretty good. I was thinking about that the other day, going back to what I said about being, acting. Remember how I acted in that T-Mobile commercial? Mm-hmm. Remember how I was acting as a Yankees fan in that T-Mobile commercial?
Well, you weren't even acting as a Yankees fan, right? You were. Or did they put the Yankees hat on?
Yeah, the real hat.
They photoshopped
they
a new one.
They
used
CGI'd
a little,
me to have a Rangers for this season.
But they can change the hat you're wearing on your head, but they can't make an office in California look like one.
Yeah, and they paid me again for that too, I think. I don't know. They did. And but when I was shooting that, I was thinking, like, I'm on set living in LA wearing a Yankees hat. If time travel was real and this showed up and Victorino grounds out to second, not on the bananas, on the Phillies in the World Series in 2009 against the Yankees, and that T-Mobile commercial came on, first off, I'd be like, well, T-Mobile and Sprint will always be separate because of monopoly laws.
Well, why would they combine?
And then I'd be like, oh.
And Singular will also exist forever.
I'm gay. I'm a Yankees fan in LA. I'd be sitting there in 8th grade, 7th grade, and I'd be like, oh, I'm gay. I just didn't know it yet.
So this is like a commercial that travels back in time.
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And I have an iPhone. Well, I do literally have the iPhone in the commercial.
You got the iPhone.
I'd be like, what is that?
Some sort of gay device for Yankees fans living in Los Angeles?
Yeah. I think we're done, right? Damn, we keep getting to 51 and being like, it's over.
I'm glad we got it in.
I'm done. Yeah.
This was this
is kind of a last minute, obviously we're not in the same setup and everything, but I think we got some good stuff in there.
Yeah. Too bad nothing else happened that we could talk about in either of our lives. But
I mean, I've had like an earth-shattering event happen today. No, not really.
Yeah.
Not really. But, it's the change of seasons. Summer's over.
Yes.
This is a transitional period. This is a trans period in everyone's year. The shift to things are getting.
Do you think when the leaves
earlier.
fall that the tree feels phantom leaves?
Yeah, I think the trees feel sad, and they're like, I miss feeling the breeze.
They must think they don't look pretty.
They have to look in the mirror and be like, I'm getting the facelift so I can go to Equinox.
Get a bunch of leaves stapled on myself. See, look, it's just like me from spring.
People tell me I look 32. Look, I'm actually 39.
Look how from the spring I still look.
And they're like neon yellow because they want them to be real green. It's like no one thinks that's real leaves. You fucking
got a
bimbo
bark
tree.
lift.
Yeah, there you go, bark lift. Very good, Mr. Lau. Yeah, this is it gets darker. I hate this time of year. Everyone loves fall.
It's gonna heat back up here. So we still have a little summer, but the fact that it's dark now and it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I do genuinely hate this time of year, I decided. I think I like the idea of it, but in practice, when the time comes and it is you flip the calendar over to September and it's like, well, summer's over and now it's gonna get darker and things are getting a little scarier and there's a stupid fucking election. And, the Phillies are going to lose in the playoffs and the Eagles suck again. There's so much.
You're just saying it's the opposite of all that.
True. I mean, there are a lot of potential things that could pan out. I don't think I'm going to get everything. The problem is if I don't get everything I want this fall, it's going to be a nightmare. Like if the Phillies lose in the playoffs, it's going to be a nightmare. If I, you want to be in a happy relationship, the Phillies to win the World Series and to Trump to be the president. You can't have all of them. So maybe I have sacrificed one of those things for the good of the rest of the thing.
Plus the woman who had the piece of that bat go through her torso on TV. No, she was fine.
I want P. Diddy to be okay.
Will P. Diddy make it to trial?
What else is coming up? the fucking VP debate. If you watch that, you might as well be a person that watches fucking women's basketball.
We
That
got
is
Charlie
so
Kirk versus
lame.
VP Diddy.
Yeah, debate me in jail. That's what fucking Charlie Kirk should do. For everything that he does, that's
Yeah, they
like,
should lock him in a prison with prisoners, and he should.
they'd probably all like him.
They should
He'd probably debate. They'd probably be all impressed. They'd be like, oh shit, he's got a
Damn,
big
he
brain.
got facts.
Damn, he got big. I mean, they could also be talking like, wow, he has a big brain.
I'm a prisoner.
I'm in prison. I'm in jail.
I'm a guy who's in jail. I was forced to join the Aryan gang because I'm white and I'm a prisoner.
I identify as a woman, but I have to be in men's jail. Like, prisoners can sound like anything. I don't know why we did the voice. I wish I didn't.
Oh, it's me. I'm a prisoner.
All right. well,
I'm in jail now. They lock me up.
yeah. Yeah, it could be that.
It could be that.
Oh, my God. Today I was talking to the woman I was doing the audition with, and we were just talking about, like, doing accents. Like, it would be just funny to, like, just go in and do an accent for a commercial where you're playing an American guy. And
Did
then
they
also-
say American?
No, yeah. Like, it's an Indeed commercial for
I
the
still want
US.
to know what the hell's going on with this thing.
And then also we were saying, like, we're going to be in Prague while a hot war on a massive, continental scale is going to start because there's an election coming up. So it's going to start.
Also, though, nothing ever happens.
Maybe, but it's going to happen in this theory or in this situation.
I mean, think
And we were
about
like,
all the years that have happened. There have only been 2 world wars. So we're fine.
Yeah, there's been 5,000 years?
Yeah, there's been
And
like
only
6,000 years. And there's only been 2 world wars.
And we were just talking
What
about,
are we even talking about here?
we were talking about how she was like, yeah, like we're going to have to do like accents because we're going to have like Russian soldiers be like, are you American? And we're going to have to be like, no. And then I was like, yeah, I can't do any accents. She's like, oh, really? And I was like, well, I can do like ones I shouldn't do. I forgot what I was saying. I think we're done anyway. It doesn't matter, right? We're good to go. Yeah, that's it.
Bye.